What's up, it's Johnny King, and this video is out to all my brothers and my sisters. Something I've been thinking about, and I think we can all be guilty of it at times, but to ask for feedback, ask for how people experience you. But I will tell you this, if you get extremely defensive when you get feedback, if you go into justifying how they're wrong and you're right, if you deflect, if you avoid taking responsibility in any way, shape, or form, then that's something to look at. I've had clients over the years, over the last decade. I've had friends, family. I've been guilty of it without a doubt. But oftentimes, even if I've gotten upset with some feedback that's been maybe delivered in the wrong way, over time though, I'll think about it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? They've got a really good point, and I need to work on that. And I'll go back and have a different conversation with the individual. So if you're the one who's giving feedback, it's also extremely important with how you can offer that. There's a book called Love and Respect, and in it, he talks about, at the very beginning, he talks about this crazy cycle that he and his wife goes into. And at one point, she was yelling at him on the way home from some party. And I think I've mentioned this in a previous message here, but it's worth noting again. And he's, like a guy, oftentimes like, come on, sweetheart, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't think anyone noticed. And when he's attempting to minimize, she feels unseen, and so of course she makes it to be bigger and bigger, like, you don't understand. So she ends up yelling at him as they're driving home, and he eventually stops and looks at her and says, sweetheart, you can be right and yet still wrong at the top of your lungs. So even if you're giving feedback to someone, which I think is super important to have those type of relationships where you have that freedom to say, hey man, or hey gal, you're not showing up like I know you to show up, or how are you feeling, or you seem off, or that situation between us rubbed me the wrong way. To do it empathetically and in a way that it's as easily receivable, digestible as possible, is hugely important. Because if you come in and you're hurt, and your ego gets in the way, chances of the person that you are giving feedback to, their ability to actually receive it maturely diminishes massively. So be careful with how you deliver feedback, and then also if you're the one receiving it, man, just say thank you. And whether you agree with it or not, maybe it's something that you just need to process. And that'll allow you to think on it over days or weeks, and maybe it's something that can be talked about over subsequent conversations, and maybe you can get a little bit deeper and really get to the root of, like, yeah, you know what, you're right. In these situations I show up here or there, because I've certainly had those as well. So hope that helps. Hope you're having a great day. Later.